and Illawong Ian. Lanson $18. Now Andandon $1.70. It's short everywhere. It's got Gate 7, Sir Gondola at 30. And then we head out to number 9, which is Sophocles at big odds. Stoned at Midnight 31. Keystone Johnny is at 13. West Texas Crude triple figures 72 sterling Kiwi. And Castleton's Mission number 14. 20s into 11s. That is for race number 2 at Moonee Valley. That race coming up in just a moment or two. All right, now Stoned at Midnight's carrying those.
Third heat of the Trotters Inter-Dominion Sky Channel Inter-Dominion Championship. And the tapes release, away they go. And Dandon, he came out pretty well out wide, as did Rainbow Maid, and they stepped away well as usual. And it's Andandon trying to hit off Rainbow Maid. Now breaking up at the start was Illawong Ian, which he doesn't normally do. And Action After Dark went for a gallop. So a couple of reliable beginners have broken. And Rainbow Maid is trying to keep out Andandon. They're both horses that like to lead in their races. And the mare's kicked up on the inside of Andandon into the first turn. And they're going pretty hard, a long, long way from home here. And Dandon is 2 metres off Rainbow Maid. And they're 20 metres in front of Frosty VB in third. Fourth is Castleton's Mission, made a fantastic beginning. If he can run in the top 2 tonight, he's going to cement a place in the final. And Andandon broke. He's gone for a gallop, the favourite Andandon, but he got down pretty quickly. Rainbow Maid about 10 metres in front, and Dandon still going to hold second here. Frosty VB was third. Castleton's Mission is fourth. 3 back the inside is Sir Gondola. 5 metres Miss Tiny Tot. 6 metres away then to Lanson. About 5 metres back to Stoned at Midnight on the outside of Keystone Johnny. 5 metres Sterling Kiwi, then West Texas Crude and Sophocles. And Illawong Ian is tacked on, but Action After Dark is 50 metres away. They've completed 1 lap, coming down the straight, 2 to go. Rainbow Maid in front, and Dand on the outside of it. Having to do it hard, has already broken once, but is eyeballing Rainbow Maid, which is the way he likes to do it. They're both confidence horses, and Dandon, he'll trot rough every now and then, as he did last week, and he puts in a short 1 or 2 every now and then, but he's within a head. 8 metres away, third, Castleton's Mission. Well, he's going to get every possible chance tonight, the Kiwi. On the inside was Frosty VB. Sir Gondola 3 back the inside for Miss Tiny Tot. Lanson is in 7th spot. The other Kiwi, who galloped last week, also needs a top 2 spot to get into the final. It's getting a good run, 4 back the outside. About 6 metres to Keystone Johnny, then Stoned at Midnight. Sterling Kiwi outside West Texas Crude, then Sophocles. Illawong Ian, and tailed off as Action After Dark. Lead time 1:53.3. Down the back with 1500 left to travel. And Rainbow Maid in front, going eye to eye with Dandon. 6 metres away, Castleton's Mission is third. Could not be in a better spot with Michael House, 1 out, 1 back. 4th on the inside is Frosty VB. In 5th position, Miss Tiny Tot. Then Sir Gondola, followed by Lanson in the running line. 4 back the outside at the 1200. Keystone Johnny back on the pegs, around it Stoned at Midnight. And then came West Texas Crude, Sterling Kiwi, Sophocles. Illawong Ian, Action After Dark is tailed off. 30.5 the first quarter, and it's Andandon on the outside of Rainbow Maid with a lap to travel, and Dandon led by a head. 6 metres away, Castleton's Mission. He was the runner-up, beaten a nose to take a moment in last year's Inter-Dominion Grand Final. On the inside, 4th, Frosty VB. Miss Tiny Tot around Sir Gondola, then Lanson, Keystone Johnny, Stoned at Midnight. Nobody's hooked out 3 deep yet. Then West Texas Crude, Sterling Kiwi, Sophocles going 3 wide now. Then Illawong Ian. 30.8 the second quarter, and Rainbow Maid in front with John Caldo. Ahead away to Andandon, who's been eyeballing Rainbow Maid all of the way. Rainbow Maid feeling the pinch a bit, and Dandon put its head in front. Castleton's Mission looks to be travelling beautifully third. Yet to be let down, and Dandon bringing it into the race. Rainbow Maid headed off by Andandon. Castleton's Mission now, 4 metres away, bridges the gap. Back in the field, Miss Tiny Tot galloped. Lanson and Frosty VB run on. Rainbow Maid's had enough. Off the back in 30.9, and Castleton's Mission ran up to Andandon to hit the lead. Running on as Lanson and Frosty VB getting out. Castleton's Mission hit the lead, but Lanson's after it. The other Kiwi, Lanson, Frosty VB, then Stoned at Midnight, but it's Lanson going home best. Lanson drew away. Stoned at Midnight getting through. Sophocles wider out. It's a blowout. The trifecta will play anything. Lanson won at second, Stoned at Midnight third, Sophocles, and then Frosty VB. Next in Sir Gondola. Further back to Keystone Johnny and Dandon. Well, Castleton's mission. He's obviously just not the horse he was, because he had every possible hope and won't make it for the final next week. Then Sterling Kiwi. Miss Tiny Tot, West Texas Crude, Rainbow Maid got pressured and weakened, and towards the end, Illawonga in action after dark, but their chances were blown early by galloping.
Oh, it'll pay anything, won't it? 6, 10 and 9 there. 6, 10 and 9 at Moonee Valley on race number 2. A blowout result, all right, with this one getting home Lanson. Righto, now, Toowoomba race 4. Let's head there. With the favourite, it's $2.70.
So we're just about ready. She's 270, Afrin Queen.
Second favourite is 9 Bronsky Gorgeous. She's in half a point in betting. 2 Bull Runners on the third line. They're your top 3, 192 in this race.
$880, the biggest trifecta for quite some time. $9,000 and $11,000. There you go for race number 2 at Moonee Valley. Huge dividends there with 6 beating 10 and 9. Now 3
behind the leader, third, Mr. Comanche. For a start, they're racing. Great start it was too. Carrie Carley, in fact, is one of the first away with Hot Shot Brother. Devil's Dance gathering speed shortly afterwards, and just behind them, Jumalik, Twilight Spy, Blessed Tutor. King's taken hold of Hot Shot Brother, and settling back behind them, Early Express ridden behind the speed with Mercury Halo, Metallurgy. Over on the outside, Regal Raider, followed by Grand Cavalier and Siesta Bay on the fence. Tribal Secret getting a fair way back. Civil List and Polygram second last, with Corporate Bruce swinging to them at the tail of the field as they turn on the speed. Devil's Dance at the 650 leads the Cyril Flower field, a length and a half. Carrie Carley third, Blessed Tutor. Over on the outside, Hot Shot Brother fourth, 1.5. Early Express tucked away on the inside, being followed by Jumalik, a length and a half. Mercury Halo, Twilight Spy, Wonder Metallurgy, Regal Raider, Polygrams off around them wide. Siesta Bay on the fence, well back. Corporate Bruce, Tribal Secret in the straight. Devil's Dance boots away from Carrie Carley. King's having to get to work on Hot Shot Brother. It's Devil's Dance well clear though with 100 to go. Hot Shot Brother starting to jump out of the ground. Devil's Dance in front. Hot Shot diving. Too late, Brother. And over on the inside, Devil's Dance has beaten Hot Shot Brother. Getting out Early Express. Motored home strongly. Carrie Carley close up. Twilight Spy, Mercury Halo, Polygram, Tribal Secret, Corporate Bruce, Metallurgy and Regal Raider from Grand Cavalier and Siesta Bay. Then Blessed Tutor, and well back in the field, Civil List with Jumalik. Folding up to finish, Stone Motherless last.
Yeah, too late, Brother. 9, 4 and 2 there. Race 7 at Ascot. 9, 4 and 2. Alrighty, folks, now we're getting pretty close to it.
And he just switched off and went a bit rough and that, but the horse outside him probably helped him tonight.
Well, you're very good with the young horses. A few years ago it was our first duel, now it's Northern Danjaro. Patusa. Sam Nadai's seen a lot more of her. As I ask your assessment, Sam, my only comment would be, if Brian Hancock's this excited about a horse, it must be something special.
Staggering, isn't it, after all these years for Brian to get so excited about one, but he is over the moon. Look,
fixing codes. Dan Malecki hasn't, and he's your caller for the 4th.
All set. Patusa the favourite, short price. Green lights on, they're racing. Away fast were both Yada 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 and Lombo on a high. Handy was Namisha early, and moving up into about 4th spot, 3 deep is the favourite Patusa. Yada 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 led from Lombo on a high. Namisha third, the inside from Slick Move. Patusa's 3 wide, but not rushed to get around the outside, and is about to draw into 2nd spot now. Delmont Joe 3 back along the pegs. About midfield was Dream of McRae, 4 back the inside. From around it, as they head into the back, Powerful Princess, and 6 metres back, Safari Breeze. Next on the inside was She's Royalty. Second last, Mini Peril, and Librajacker is out to the rear. Past the 1600, 35.7 the lead time, and Yada 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 led. 5 metres away, Patusa, the favourite, sits second. It's without cover, and on the inside, Namisha getting the favourable run behind the leader. And then in 4th position, Lombo on a high, 1-1 as they head off the back straight at the 1400. 3 back the inside was Delmont Joe. And next is Slick Moves, 3 back the running line from Dream of McRae. And then Powerful Princess. On the inside of it, She's Royalty. Librajacker going 3 wide. Moves around Safari Breeze, and at the rear, Mini Peril. Past the 1200, the first quarter in 33. Yada 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 in front with Karen Gath, about 5 metres in front of Patusa. And Namisha third. Then in 4th position, Lombo on a high with just over a lap to travel. Delmont Joe 5th on the inside, then Slick Move. Dream of McRae. Between runners was Powerful Princess, and going up 3 wide, Librajacker. Next on the inside was She's Royalty as they go into the final circuit. Mini Peril 3 wide with some cover, but still about 35 off the lead. And Safari Breeze is now at the rear. Second quarter in 32.1. Yada Yada Yada's had a pretty good run. It's 4 metres in front of the favourite Patusa. Namisha third on its outside, Lombo on a high. 3 back the inside, Delmont Joe. And then came Slick Move from Librajacker, about 25 off the lead. Yada 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 can afford to up the tempo down the back. It's had a pretty good run and led 3 metres to the odds-on favourite Patusa. Namisha third on the inside of Lombo on a high, and then Delmont Joe. 3 wide Librajacker, and then in between runners Slick Move. Off the back in 28.5. Patusa's put under some pressure here. Yada 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 led 3 metres from Patusa, but it's starting to rally now, the favourite. 8 metres away then in Namisha as they turn for home. It's Yada Yada Yada, matched now by the favourite Patusa. And Patusa starting to stride out strongly and drove clear. It's Patusa getting away now, drawing away on Yada Yada Yada, Namisha, and then Delmont Joe late. But Patusa's going to win comfortably at the line. Patusa first. Second in is Yada Yada Yada, Namisha third, and those Delmont Joe fourth. And then came a Dream of McRae. Further back then to Slick Move, and then She's Royalty from Safari Breeze, Powerful Princess, dropping out Lombo on a high, Librajacker and Mini Peril. The final quarter in 27.8. Just had to be slapped up a bit at the 300 when they were really flying. The last quarter was exceptionally fast and a very quick last half mile. But she'd got to the lead and certainly looked to have them covered at the 150 and has drawn away to win it well. 6-3 and 2 are the numbers, 6-3-2. Patusa first, Blake Fitzpatrick, a 3-year-old filly by Western Hanover out of Express Post, owned by N and W Honan and J Chiena. Brian Hancock, the trainer, Blake Fitzpatrick, the driver. 3 second, Yada 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 by Umbro Operative out of Fiddly Bits, raced by G Spazzato and B Lee. Andy Gath, trainer, Karen Gath, driver. And 2 Namisha by Village Jasper out of What a Novice is third, raced by D Fuller and Jay Shrimpton, trained by Jane Davies and Chris Elford, the driver. 4th in 1, Delmont Joe on the inside, just missing the place. And 5th in, Dream of McRae.
One of tonight's feature races, the Rookie Rebel over 600 metres, and the favourite is Shamira Bale at $3.10. Winter at 7, No Shame 6, Zambora Boy 8.70, Kidsloy 6.80, and Must Command at 9.80. Red Fox Creek and Elite Action are the roughies in the race. That's coming up soon at the Meadows.
Going 9.90 Red Fox Creek, but the favourite Shamara Bale, who's raced by Paul Wheeler. Nice to catch up with Paul and his wife Jan at the Grand of the Year last night. Coming in now, Shamara Bale into 1, No Shame in 3, Kidsloy in 5, Red Fox Creek. Winter, Zambora Boy, Must Command and Elite Action, and they're set for a start now. Ready in the Rookie Rebel, racing, and away they go, way fast. Shamara Bale on the inside's going to go through and take the early lead now. Shamara Bale takes over. Elite Action on the outside is second, about 2 lengths to No Shame, who's third, and then Winter back on the rails, followed by Zambora Boy. Going around them, Red Fox Creek, and they were followed by Kid Sly, and Must Command is about 4 lengths last. Going down the back, and Elite Action's gone to the lead now, led by 2 lengths to the good of Shamara Bale on the inside, and No Shame the outer. They were followed by Winter, Zambora Boy the outside, and then Red Fox Creek up to the turn. Shamara Bale drove up on the inside, No Shame down the centre. Shamara Bale is clear though. Shamara Bale 2 lengths, No Shame second, tight for third. Elite Action or on the outside, Zambora Boy from Winter, and No Shame was pulling up pretty quickly over the line. They were followed by Red Fox Creek, and a fair way back would have been Kid Sloy. Red light flashing.
Very tough if you're trying to have a bet.
Well, a little bit like the Oakley Plate. I think Blur was about a $4 or $5 favourite. That's what we've got on track with number 2, Sir Romulus here. Just a quick go through the market. Sir Romulus is favourite. 370 is not good value. You can shop better than that on track. The Fall Guy at the each way quote. Dinky Die at 8.30 is some value. Brayside Seal Star's a roughie with a chance. $18 is good. The Good Guy's been a drifter. No value at $12. Number 8, All Heart, one of the Kiwis. $8 is about right. 9, Jailbird's been going well on the Country Cup circuit. A step up here, but $25 is value. Dreams to Reality, big odds, but wouldn't surprise. Western Light not going well enough. John L. Sun has firmed in 4 points. $15 represents good value. 13, Jagged Account has been solid. Another of the Kiwis. He was a very close second to Jack Cade in a feature race in New Zealand. He delivered Patusa for Brian Hancock. Forget about retiring, Brian. Admit it. You're not going to retire while she's in work.
Well, Haley's he's getting his driver's licence back to go to America with her.
No, Blake Shin's torn it up. There we go, up to Dan Blake Fitzpatrick. Up to Dan Malecki for race 6 here. This is the last chance to grab a spot in the Hunter Cup field next week for the winner. Here's Dan.
And they're on their way. Tapes have been released. Away they go. Darubalji a bit slow. Sir Romulus away well. The Fall Guy broke up at the start. Dinky Di galloped. The Good Guy trying to head off Sir Romulus, who's driven hard to try and keep it at bay. But they engage in a speed duel early. Out about 8 metres clear. All Heart got a good run through. Darubalji gets going. Can still end up behind the leader. At the moment, it's driving through to third. Then up to fifth is Brayside Seal Star. And it's on the outside of Janelle Sun, who had a good beginning. It's right up there in the early part. Then came Tromos, who ends up on the pegs. 3 back the inner from Western Light. 8 metres jagged account. Then the Fall Guy as they swing into the straight now and head down with about 2 circuits to travel. About 5 metres away then to Dreams to Reality. And then 10 metres to Smooth Satin, Dinky Di. And Jailbird galloped its way out of it. It's 50 metres away. Brayside Seal Star was 3 deep and couldn't get in. And it's easing back towards the rear of the field. Sir Romulus in front with Matthew Craven. Had a fight early, but was able to keep out the Good Guy, who now sits without cover. And then in third position was Darubalji, but it's going to get a good run there. 1 out, 1 back is All Heart into a lovely position, the Kiwi. And then 3 back the inside was Tromos. Next is Janelle Sun. 4 back the pegs, Western Light. 8 metres away, jagged account. Now Dreams to Reality takes off. And Surge is going down the back. He'll have a crack for the lead as he zooms up now. But coming out of the 1-1 in front of him was All Heart and almost stopped him in his tracks, Dreams to Reality, and he got forced 4 deep. 1:17.9 the lead time. And moving to second is All Heart outside Sir Romulus. Dreams to Reality has to work a bit harder now, 3 deep. On the inside, fourth Darubalji. Fifth is the Good Guy. Tromos, 3 back the pegs. Around it, Janelle Sun. Western Light, 4 back the inside. Then came Jagged Account. 5 metres the Fall Guy going 3 deep now from Dinky Di. And then Smooth Satin, Brayside Seal Star, and a long gap to Jailbird. 29.5 the first quarter of the last mile. And Sir Romulus, who's had a fantastic season in the stand starts. It leads from Dreams to Reality with a lap to go. Darubalji third, fourth is All Heart again, 1-1 with a lap to go. Moving up 3 wide, Janelle Sun. Jagged Account works into it well, 3 deep with cover. Getting past in the middle as they swing out of the straight, the Good Guy. And back on the pegs is Tromos. Western Lights 4 back the inside. Between runners, Smooth Satin. The Fall Guy 3 wide but 3 back. 4 back in the 3 wide line, Dinky Di. Jailbird caught the field, and in the middle, Brayside Seal Star. They slowed up the second quarter, 32.6, and into the back. Dreams to Reality drew a neck in front of Sir Romulus. Sir Romulus still with a kick left, it seems. Out 3 wide, Janelle Sun. Then All Heart in the middle, but blocked at the moment from Darubalji. Jagged Account 6, 3 wide with cover. Then the Good Guy and Tromos and the Fall Guys. They head past the back of the 400. 29 seconds is the third quarter, and it's Dreams to Reality with its nose in front of Sir Romulus, kicking back. 3 wide, Janelle Sun, then Darubalji. All Heart can't get out at the moment, and then came Jagged Account. Sir Romulus kicks again, and into the straight it leads. From Janelle Sun, Darubalji gets the run. Getting out now, All Heart with a run, then Tromos. Sir Romulus in front. All Heart is coming hard with Jagged Account. Sir Romulus in front. All Heart, Jagged Account are swamping it. All Heart is just that and won it. All Heart from a photo, Sir Romulus and Jagged Account. Then Darubalji and Tromos. Next in Janelle Sun. Further back then to Western Lights, Smooth Satin, Brayside Seal Star. And then came Dreams to Reality, the Good Guy, the Fall Guy, Dinky Di, and then Jailbird, the final quarter in 28.4.
Big win by number 8 All Heart at Moonee Valley. It's a photo of the Miners. In fact, it's a photo all round. We'll confirm numbers shortly. Getting set, Wentworth Park, race 6 over Jagged Account and Sir Romulus. Standing by for the trifecta there on race number 6. The mile rate was 2:3.6 at 7:10. Irinka Barbie 3:30. Arvo's Junior 2:90. Skipper Rip at 4:50. So Arvo's Junior, the favourite ahead of Irinka Barbie. Skipper Rip's on the drift. And then Chic Lucy. They're on their way to the boxes. The Rookie Rebel was run about.
A household name in greyhound racing. Previous race, the Rookie Rebel went to Shamira Bale, trained by George Daly, running time of 34.91. They're at the start and about to move in. Behind the boxes for the Zoom Top. The Tim Lee Invitation Race number 8 is the other one of our features this evening. It's great to see Bev Hocken down here too. Bev, of course, is the wife of the late Ray Hocken, the owner of Tim Lee, and Bev's down here this evening with a nice crew from the Gippsland area. Tim Lee, of course, from down in Maffra in Gippsland. Coming in now, moving in, Chic Lucy into 1, Arinka Barbie 3, Arvos Junior in 5. Skipper Rip in 7, the green light is there and they're set to go for the Zoom top. About to run. Racing, Arinka Barbie was one of the first into stride and goes clear, settling down. It's Arinka Barbie, 4 lengths in front. Up to second, there would have been Al Fresco. Out to the tail, the field is Arvos Junior. And back at the tail also McDeeby. Arvos Junior is last. Down the straight, 1 to go. Arinka Barbie sailing along, 4 or 5 clear. Al Fresco, Carina is third. They were followed next the outside then by Skipper Rip and then Kane Little Things. 3 lengths away then Kane, Chic Lucy, Arvos Junior and McDeeby. They race down the back straight and Arinka Barbie's giving a bold side in the lead. 4 or 5 lengths out in front of Al Fresco. Skipper Rip is starting to charge through on the centre now. Then Kane Carina up to the turn. Arinka Barbie the leader. Here comes Skipper Rip is jumping out of the ground on the outside. I think Arinka Barbie's just beaten Skipper Rip at about 4 lengths away. Al Fresco and Carina in a great finish. Followed by Chic Lucy behind them. Then came Arvos Junior well back. Little Things and McDeeby. Stand by for numbers here. It's a real thriller. 3's hung on. 3's the winner. Number 3, the bold front running star from New South. Winner of the Association Cup 3 or so runs ago. Just hung on to beat 7 Skipper Rip. And 2 Al Fresco has run third. 3-7-2.
Gallant win by Arinka Barbie, and she goes from strength to strength. Skipper Rip Gallant runs second, and Al Fresco's run third ahead of Carina. 3-7-2. Arvos Junior in trouble shortly after the start, and he didn't fire a shot from then on. Moving up at Newcastle now, time was 42.60. If he missed the race, Arvos Junior was away slowly from box 5, drifted back in the early stages and never gave a yelp, and not too sure how he pulled up.
At the same stage, big call, that's reflected in the betting, Sam.
Well, we've got Gavin Lang saying the Century is better than Manifold Bay. We have David Murphy saying It Is I is the best horse he has had. Makes for a most interesting clash. It's a clash even before they line up in the betting ring as well, because the Century has been very heavily supported. It Is I maintains favouritism, but the odds you see on the tote screen are similar to what's going on upstairs.
Certainly is. I'll get your selections in just a moment. I can't split It Is I and the Century. I have to give them in order, so I'll go It Is I 4 on top to beat the Century. Bo Jasper 3rd pick, Blatant Lie 4th pick, Sam.
I said earlier in the week when the barrier draw came out, if John Caldo holds the lead, I think the Century will win. Not that I think he'll follow him through. I just think that it makes it harder for It Is I. I said if John Caldo takes the sit on It Is I, then I thought that horse, It Is I, would be able to win the race. The feeling on track tonight is, and no one will know, of course, until the arms fold back, but the feeling is that John Caldo will hold the lead. So my last-minute selection, given that, is obviously the Century.
All right, well, let's go to John Caldo. We caught up with him moments ago. He drives 1 Bo Jasper. Well, we're not far away from the Alabar Victoria Derby now, and John Caldo drives Bo Jasper, already a winner of the Tasmanian Derby. What a super draw, the ace.
Yeah, exactly, Adam. Yeah, it's the one we needed and wanted, and yeah, certainly brings us right in the race.
Well, it has given you a winning chance. Any other draw, you were probably up against it, but from there, you can lead if you want, or you can take the sit.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that, and you know, we're confident. We think he's good enough, and we'll be certainly coming out running and doing our best.
It's an intriguing race, the Derby. It's coming up very shortly at Moonee Valley. We're only 3 minutes away. We're about to head to the Meadows for the big one tonight, the Tem Lee, and $30,000 to the winner. Bogey Lee's now into 340. Smack Wallop, who has really been the sprint star in Victoria over the last couple of months, at 420. Pacific Sky 490. Knockabout Walk at 830. Spring Secret, runner-up in the Top Gun last year at 11. And the track specialist, Halls Northern and Adelaide Cup winner Hotline Hero, both at big odds. Let's join Ronnie Hawkswald for his call.
Spring Secret, Halls Northern and Bogey Lee on the outside. Green light. They're all boxed for the Tem Lee, set to go now. They're racing. Pacific Sky again, pretty fast. Hotline Hero is out in a hurry. Going quickly on the outside. Smack Wallop and Bogey Lee is caught wide into the first turn. Going to the back straight, and the leader was Hotline Hero. Goes about 4 to Smack Wallop, 2 lengths away, then Pacific Sky. Then Bogey Lee, Monsters Inc. followed by Spring Secret. A long way back was Knockabout Walk, and tarting out as Halls Northern. Coming off the back straight, the Adelaide Cup winner Hotline Hero. 8-10 lengths out in front over Smack Wallop, though followed by Monsters Inc. and Pacific Sky, but Hotline Hero is going to do do it all the way. 4 lengths to Monsters Inc. of the Timley. Third home Smack Wallop though, followed by Pacific Sky. Bogey Lee was next, and then Spring Secret, Knockabout Walk, and Hawes Northern.
It takes a lot.
20 on the TAB is about what you can get on track. In fact, it's marginally better with the late support coming. No surprise, the big move on the TAB for one Bo Jasper. It's merely bordered in line to what it is on track. It has been easy, Bo Jasper. $7.50 on the TAB. Only the ones big odds, huge odds on the tote compared to on track, has a place chance. Dunedin, $21 is a touch of value. It is I, as we mentioned, favourite, about right at $2.20. Flaming Roadstar, a real roughie. Same with Willie Walker. Mr. Martini, terrific last week, but a horror barrier draw. The Century has been easily the best backed runner. Firm 60 cents on track at $2.80 is representing good value on the TAB. October Sun, huge odds, better than $100 on track. Blatant Liars had support. It's firmed 3 points. $13 is a shade of value. Jacka Horty, I think, is massive odds at $31, but you can get that on track. And Colombo, who will make a lovely horse, but $91 is about right from the back row draw. Any final words, Sam?
Well, I think you summed up the form very well, but I just think the Derby this year is a wonderful advertisement for Victorian harness racing. No Kiwis, which is not necessarily a reflection that ours are better than the Kiwis. It's just the way it's turned out, but only the one Queensland visitor. It just goes to show that the industry is in very, very strong shape down here.
Certainly looks that way, and this, I think, Sam, is the crop of horses we needed coming through. I don't think it's any secret to say that our Grand Circuit crop is good at the moment, but gee, we need some youth, and it is I, the Century, Bo Jasper and the support cast represent the future of the sport.
Yeah, little doubt about that, Adam. And look, tonight probably will answer a few questions. I don't know if they'll answer all of them.
It's like chapter 2 in a saga between these horses,
yeah,
isn't it?
There's no doubt about that. And luck in running, all of those little elements that go into making harness racing so wonderful. But look, It Is I has done absolutely nothing wrong. But the question still remains, what happens when he gets tested? And that's maybe what we'll find out tonight.
And that's all we haven't seen from him. We know what he's capable of, but we don't know what's there under pressure. David Murphy, and there he is on screen, It Is I. His trainer says there will be a stack there when he's put under pressure. Gavin Lang says that when the Century gets under pressure, he finds, and he can back it up, because in the Breeders' Crown final at the end of last season as a 2-year-old, when most 2-year-olds were gasping, the Century produced one of the finest 2-year-old performances of courage and strength you would ever see. Gavin's been dying to get this horse out over a bit of distance. He's got it tonight. He's had a wonderful preparation. Gavin will tell anybody that he thinks the Century could develop into one of the greatest horses he's driven. David Murphy says that It Is I is potentially the best horse he's ever had anything to do with. And Bruce Morgan says that Bo Jasper has as much talent as any horse he's trained. If that doesn't have the ingredients for a wonderful race, nothing does. Let's get the atmosphere and the score up from Dan Malecki.
And they're moving up. It Is I and the Century. We're expecting... Well, I suppose we're thinking of a great clash, but we do recognise there's a lot of very good 3-year-olds in this race. It Is I unbeaten. The Century just awesome last week. And it sets up a fantastic Victoria Derby. Group 1 Christian Cullen Alabar Derby. Set for a start in the Derby. The Christian Cullen Alabar Victoria Derby. The green light's on and they're racing. Away quickly was Bo Jasper. Flaming Roadstar began fast. Willie Walker up there early. Only the one is trying to drop in behind the leader as Flaming Roadstar joins Bo Jasper. And out 3 wide was Willie Walker into the first bend. 6 metres to only the one. It Is I was in 5th spot, but 3 deep at the moment around the Century. And then back on the pegs is October Sun. Zan Eden's 3 deep.